The question is there a really easy way that I can start to transition into 5-element nutrition and use those properties and those values? And yes, I want to give a really easy tip to start with. This is based on yin and yang, and everything in Chinese medicine comes down to yin and yang as a basis. So with that, in 5-element nutrition, yin and yang is going to be considered cleansing foods versus building foods. I have a few notes up here. Cleansing foods would be considered yang because it makes us lighter. It's an action of taking out. Building foods are considered yin, and those are foods that add to us, that build us up. So ultimately, what we'd like to have is a balance between those two. So let's take a look at the 51% rule, and that's going to be using 51% cleansing foods and about 49% building foods for most people. With that, cleansing foods are really going to be considered foods from the earth, and we're looking at our fruits and vegetables as the main source. We do have some consideration in there. The more raw that something is, the more cleansing it is. The more we cook it, it does take the cleansing properties and softens them a little bit. Heavy processed foods are going to be our yin, our building foods. And what we want to look at with the 51% rule is we'd like to keep 51% earth foods, fruits and vegetables. And with that, if we get into that habit, we can have a lot of leeway in the 49%, which would be the more building foods. So for example, let's say that we have a piece of pizza, or we like to eat maybe a large pizza. Okay, so with that, in using something like this, let's take a vegetable, something that we hopefully really like, or something that we can learn to like if it's not something that we normally eat. And the idea here would be to eat a piece of pizza followed by a vegetable. Or you might put a whole bunch of vegetables on the pizza, even better, and cook it, so that each piece of pizza, while that's a building food, the cheese especially is really heavy, takes some time to digest, so it builds us. And with that, the vegetables being cooked on top would be more cleansing. And if we have a nice big mound of vegetables on that, that's going to keep us within our 51% rule. So I've got a detailed blog on this topic. What I want you to do is start looking at what is the balance that you're eating right now in cleansing foods versus building foods, and really take a look at what you have and look at how much earth food, how much fruits and vegetables are you including in every meal, but also in each day. And that's a really good place to start and look at how can I just play around with that little aspect right there.